Good morning, everybody. Orin J here with another War of the Visions video, and there's another thing. This is not pulls, but I'm going for shards again. We're going to talk about the new Choco expedition real quick. I have a couple tips, just some things to tell you that I just learned today as well, now that I'm paying a little more attention to the Choco expedition. First of all, you can now skip this 30 times a day. That is really nice. Like, that's so much better than it used to be. I'm gonna probably do this every day now, as long as there's someone shards that I need. Speaking of someone shards that I need Addison Rae shards. My goal of spending 0 biz on Addison Rae is still alive. Let's do a quick temperature check of how close I actually am to finishing Addison Rae for absolutely nothing, completing the grand quest. I currently have her at level 99 with 118 mind spheres. I need a lot, so I'm not very close. So can Chocobo Expedition for this last week plus the guild barracks help me get her done? We're gonna find out. Let's see how lucky I can get today. I'm gonna do this 30 times, and I'm gonna give you some tips about the Chocobo Expedition. First of all, you do have the 2-hour ticket. The 2-hour ticket gets you 30 things. Or sorry, gets you 12 things. 30. Gets you 12 things. This means that my first little tip, since most people will eventually get to the point where they are going to be spamming the 12 ticket because that's the one you can get the most of for from the shops, you probably want to set your number here on the present box to 120. That way you can do 10 skips at least and then clean out your box instead of doing like one at a time or taking it up to an awkward number. Like you would be what if you did 1208, you'd be like 90 something. So this gives me a nice round number that I can work with those brown tickets. So that's thing one. Thing two is this. When you're doing high-speed expeditions, you are pulling from the area on your screen. So right now, I'm going to be pulling from Addison Rae's right here, right? I know the drop rates on Addison Rae shards aren't that good, and I know I also need Final Fantasy V shards for Bart's. Still, next week, probably we get Ferris or something else. I feel like I want to take advantage of those last 6 days of Addison Rae before moving on and hunting for Bart shards, Ferris shards, Lena shards, although I'm probably not going to pull Lena. All right, let's see how lucky we can get with Addison Rae. I'm going to burn some bigger tickets here. I'll burn some golds. So there's a 60 and there's a 60. Another reason to boost to 120 is if you're using 60 prize tickets, you can use 2 of them and then see what you get. Nothing. No Addison Rae shards right there. Getting shards of hers from the Choco expedition has been pain for sure. But my goodness, it's not as much pain as having to go but spend my Vizio on her shards. I just like really want to be the guy. Got 2. That's a W right there. We got 2 more shards. I just want to be the person who actually gets her to 140 for nothing, like for actual free. I know the other people are trying still, and I wish them the best of luck, but I want to be the one who wins that competition. So here we go. This is the next one. This video will go a lot quicker once I start using the other ones. Got one more. Cool. What? It still feels so painful. It still feels so painful. I'm very, very tempted to give up on the Addison Rae after maybe like this next fill up and go see what kind of Bart's and Lena shards are coming in on the other expedition. Let's see if it's worth it actually. All right, here we go. If I get 3, I'll stay. If I get 3 Addison Rae shards, I'm staying on the Addison Rae pulls. If I get 0, I'm GTFO. Okay, we're out of there. Goodbye. We're going over here. Now, another thing that a lot of people ask me about and don't know is you do not get stacking bonuses. So, for example, I have butts on this expedition, Addison Rae, and if I put all these other characters that I have on there, it would not help. I would not get multiple bonuses. Your best thing is just have the biggest bonus unit you have equipped and then roll with that. All right, here we go. Now, I have silver tickets times 1 billion, so that will help me fill up my bar a little faster and get some more pulls. This actually ends up being an interesting way of getting character experience. I still don't know that it's like something I would actively do. All right, now, if I hit 0, I'm going back to Addison. There's a Lena shard, so I'm not hitting 0. And there's a Bart shard. Okay, so we hit 2 shards. Really, shards are the prize you're looking for here. And overall, those prizes looked a lot better. Okay, I got 14 tickets left to do. 1, 2, Silvers, you can get 4 silvers on a 120. I definitely do recommend putting your expedition to 120. Mine's been at 100 for years, and then chat just talked me into going to 120. All right, come on. Come on. Make Addison Rae cry. Let's go. 2 BART shards. That's what I'm talking about. Addison Rae in tears. I will say, from my very limited Choco expeditions here, the shard drop rate in this one has not looked significantly better. But we'll see. They're going to put me, they'll shut me up right here by giving me 5. 5 BART shards. Come on, put me to shame, game. 5 BART shards right now. 0? 0? I do get the event medals. There's no shards in that event medal shop. I mentioned that in my last YouTube video. But anyhow, here we go. 1, 2. I'm going to like subtly take shots at things that happened until they change. Actually, I'm not going to do that. It's kind of annoying. All right, here we go. I only have 2 more tickets after this one. Addison Rae's is extra low, I agree. But, okay, I got a Lena shard. It's at least a shard. We'll collect. All right, let me talk about things that I would like to change about this before I'm done with it. A slider. That's really it. I would like a slider and maybe like uncap this. That would be 2 really big quality of life changes. Uncap the present box and give me a 30 ticket slider. So this YouTube video is at like 6-7 minutes at this point. That would give me, it would make it easier. As for right now, like that wasn't too bad, but I was using gold and silver tickets. Do I have any more? Can I do any more? I'm at 0. Okay, I was using gold and silver tickets to do that. If I had to use all bronzes, that's a lot more clicks. And so that's not great. All right, how many BART shards did I pull off right there? I have not purchased any of his shards yet. And I just did his pull. So where are we at? Where'd we get BARTs? Where are we at? Where are we chilling? We're chilling at 4. We came away with 4. And then Addison Rae. Do I abandon the Addison Rae Chocobo expedition? I might. I might just abandon the Addison Rae Chocobo expedition in favor of the Final Fantasy V, but we'll see. Here's what I'll do. Every day, I'm going to do Addison Rae's Chocobo expedition until I do a 120 expedition where I get 0 over shards. Then I'm going to Final Fantasy V. That's what I'm going to do. It's King says it's exactly the same amount of clicks, 30. No, you're right. It is. It is the same amount of clicks. That's true. So disregard my observation about that. Hey, I will say, let me say a couple things that I've heard. I want to talk about a couple things that I've heard floating around about Chocobo Expedition. There was a theory, I saw this on my Discord earlier, that the reason that Gil Shards went away from the shops is because Chocobo Expedition got 30 runs on it. I hope that right there, and this is just one example, some people might have better luck, but I hope right there, if Gil Shards were still in the game, I'd have got 10 Lena, 10 Barts, and 10 Vision Card Shards. I got 4 Barts, a couple Lena, and no Vision Card Shards. It is not close to equivalent, and I don't think that that's the truth. I still just think that the Gil Shards went away because they are trying to get us more on JP's Gil banner system again. I think we're going to just go through. There was a really interesting thing that Kefka said, I believe it was him, on the Discord about puberty. He said, War of the Visions is entering a really awkward stage right now in its life called the puberty stage, where they have to grow through this and become adults. And I think some of the growing pains that this game is going to go through over the next couple of months as we do the alignment is the developers are going to try to synchronize some of the systems between JP and Global. Right now with the Gil Summons and Gil Shards, those were, as of last week, desynced. I guess this week they're still desynced because we don't have anything, but we had them in the shop. JP had them in the Gil Summons. Technically speaking, the Gil Summons are better. They are better in terms of potential shards you can get because it's a 10 summon. You just get, so like you have the 10 shards in the 10th slot, and then you have 9 chances of hitting another shard. So the Gil Summons technically are better. Had they kept those separated, we would have been guaranteed, our 10 shards for a new unit every day, but JP would have been guaranteed 10 shards plus a shot at some more. And so I think that could have caused some contention. I imagine they were trying to implement the same Gil banners for us that JP got. The more I listen to this, the more I think this is true. Then they tried to do the patch, and because they could not straight up copy and paste the same, thing from JP to global, it all went to hell. And then 5 hours later, when maintenance was over, they had just given up on implementing it. If that's true, I would still very much like to hear that in the announcements, but I do not think that the Chocobo expedition being unlocked and the guild shards going away are related to each other. That's my take on that. So there we go, guys. Anyway, that's the video about the Chocobo expedition. That's just some more thoughts on the ever-changing state of the global game. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.